Top of the morning, top of the good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. It's Thursday, and we give God thanks and praise for sparing our life for yet another day. It's OBC Radio, and you're tuning into our live podcast show. You can listen to us on obcradio.com via Alexa app, or you can download our app in your Play Store. It's OBC Radio, Second Chances for the Forgotten Voices. Our podcast, as you know, titled I Just Want to Be Free. I just want to be free. To be free of what? Speak your mind of issues, life issues that matters. However, today's topic, it's in regards to health and its importance. And you're tuning in with Dr. Jermaine Gordon and my co-host.
Daddy long legs. Now let me stop. Perry Ramirez. I'm looking real tall today. I don't know what happened overnight. Hey y'all.
Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. So, health and its importance. What are the importance of health?
Um, Health and its importance. So this sounds like we up in a college class, like this health and importance 101. So let's start with health and importance, OBC style. So I feel like a lot of people I hear say this thing about like why care about your health, like why is health important? Like eat whatever you want, like do whatever you want, like just live your life. Is this the type of conversation we having today? I know a lot of people be seeing them pop. Oh, sorry. I know a lot of people be seeing them fried chicken and be seeing them fast food places and gotta always stop in them and can never walk by them. You feel me? I also feel like, for example, okay, let's start off with the basics. Why is health important? Health is important because you have a lot of people who don't understand why health is fundamental. Why you should eat healthy foods, why you should not drink sugary stuff and all these acidic things and alcohol, yada yada yada. Because one, it can mess up your heart, can mess up your arteries, which deals with your heart, can mess up your liver, maybe your colon, a bunch of other things. Like, what happens when you eat so much of these greasy foods? What happens? What happens to your arteries? They clog up. What happens to your heart? Eventually, you can have a heart attack. What happens when you have a heart attack, and what does that do to your heart? Your heart becomes weak. So, there's a lot of things where things can affect you. Hey. So I feel like where it comes to health and its importance, I feel like maybe there's a lot of people that's like, well, I'm skinny or I don't go to the gym. Well, I eat whatever I want and like I don't gain weight. But eventually that all starts to change in the future. But let's talk about these people who think, right now, eat whatever, do whatever, what happens? Well, if you're not worrying about weight, you're probably doing something else, like probably having a drinking habit or having a smoking habit. Fuma. I think that's how you say it in Espanol. Um, or it don't even gotta be fattening foods. You could just have a sugar tooth, like the sugar fairy. You get what I'm saying? There's many different ways where you don't have to be really eating something that's greasy and fattening. It could also be something where you're like saying, oh, who cares about health? Do whatever I want, drink as whatever I want, smoke whatever I want, do whatever I want. Got one life, let's try shrooms, whatever, whatever. Then you got the other people that's just like, you know what? I don't eat fattening foods, but I like my taffy, I like my candy, I like my ice cream. So like there's different ways where like health plays a role. I feel like something that's really important to understand about health is what happens if you're not really healthy but you're skinny. What happened? What's I'ma call it? I feel like with health in general, just being at like trying to get at your prime, trying to get into like your physical like best ability is really important because I remember I had this gym teacher. I don't know if we all had this gym teacher, but I had this really fit gym teacher. And he was like, getting into my 30s, like I got into like a real bad like life and death situation where like they told me like they had to operate on me and they were like because of how physically fit and how well my body was, that was the only thing that saved me through that surgery. And you
Mm.
have people that say these stories. Like you don't have to know them personally. You could be watching a documentary and you hear them be like, if I was like this much, like if I had this much more weight on me, or if I wasn't exercising every day, this accident that I went through, this car crash, or maybe this disease that just happened on me, I wouldn't have been able to live through the surgery because my body wasn't in the context that it needed to be to survive that
And
surgery. You get what I'm
n-
saying?
yeah, and not just we want you all understand not because one is slender or maybe of a bigger body, meaning that not because one is slender and going to the gym and in shape mean that they are healthy.
So it's about eating.
I want to read from the Google acclamation of what's the importance of a healthy lifestyle. Benefit of living a healthy lifestyle. Feeling better mentally. Regular exercise can lift your mood and help you feel better. Saving money, eat junk food, smoking, and drinking sugary drink or alcohol are all expensive habits. Fewer health problems, living a healthier lifestyle mean a lower risk of developing many sicknesses. Now, as we, especially men, we tend not to care for our body in the way that we really supposed to. Where at times we don't go like females do the regular checkup on a certain time of the year. We're supposed to visit the doctors what at least once or twice a year.
I
But
thought it was every
sometimes
month. You're supposed to just go to the doctor to get
no, you
checked.
don't go to the doctor every month. Where you going to the doctor every month for? And you have an annual visit, an annual checkup. Now, oftentimes we don't go and do these things, and which we neglect and procrastinate things up until like it reach. If we're not really in pain, we don't really.
Wait, you're just talking about the annual visit. What about the other visit?
What other visit?
Hi there. So welcome to your sex therapist. I'm not really a therapist yet, but let's go for it. So there's a lot of single people out there, you know. It's not just about single men and ladies, about your annual. If you're sexually active, you gotta get checked for those things every 3 months. So you gotta go for your annual checkup every once a year. But remember your STD one every 3 months. Don't play. Brought to you by Perry Ramirez. I'm signing out. Period.
Well, you have a point. I get where you're going with where you're going with that because
Mm-hmm.
you got different that, but you know you're supposed to go and get your annual checkup where you're checking up for because
Explain it.
those things STI is things that you can find out easily and know when it comes out. Within three up to 3 months, you'll know what's going on. For female, for men, it's earlier time. No, we're talking about sickness like we're talking like acute sicknesses
What's
and
acute again? Like small?
long acute is long term illnesses,
Um.
cancer,
Mm,
HIV,
mm.
um, those are acute, some of the acute illnesses. Now, these are things that you want to go and do a regular checkup, find out everything is going on, go the organs in the body is okay, you're
Blood your
checking your,
levels, everything is good.
yes, your
What's up,
heart,
everybody?
and that's what they call a physical. So every year you're supposed to do an annual physical. And we often don't do these things. But it's important, it is very important. And I choose today's topic with health, the importance of health, because tomorrow we'll be broadcasting from
You.
Esporta,
Hmm.
Esporta Fitness Center. It's a 24-hour fitness center, very huge fitness center.
It's always
One of them
calm.
located here
Hmm.
in Kissimmee. So we want to shout out to Esporta for giving us this opportunity to do our radio shows tomorrow. So we'll be live tomorrow from Esporta Fitness Center in Kissimmee, Florida, from, in fact, this time of the day tomorrow, we'll be in Esporta Fitness Center. And
Mm.
up till 6:30 when DJ Zeke comes on. And after DJ Zeke left, we'll be back there up until
I'll be
9 a.m. Uh,
there. Anyways. Health and importance.
good afternoon. How can I assist?
There's gonna be a lot of things going on, like exercising, what what's right to eat, what's not right to eat. I feel like, what are some exercises you would say is good that you have observed?
Walking.
Walking, jogging,
Yes.
running. There's a bunch of different exercises you can do that are like really great. I'll say first off, trying to have a diet that's like protein based is actually good. Not too much like carbs. Not too much carbs. You don't want too much carbs. Ooh, what's this right here? I'll say health is important. For example, whenever you feel some aches on your body, like I'm doing, so I'm doing some stretches.
It's important for one to know the
Some
body. Check your body.
stretches.
Examine your body.
Hi,
Nicka
Nicka
British.
British. Good morning. Good afternoon.
Yes, but it's very important for one to do the regular checkup. Yeah, men's supposed to do the annual checkup. Females, they know you got to do that more often. But we're not supposed to
Mm,
be neglecting these things. It's so funny because for the past 2 years, mandate has been putting in place for this vaccination, and majority of the world, thank God I'm not one of the majority in that sense, but majority of the world was scared and forced into,
I wouldn't say force. I feel like, that terminology, sheeple, basically.
majority of the
Sheeple, they're sheeple. If you need me to explain sheeple with an example, I
majority
can.
of the world was forced into taking, yes, they were for, you know,
How
for
would you say
whisper,
that they were forced? They were not
they
forced.
were forced in the sense of, if you don't do this, you can't go here. If you don't do this, you can't do that. If you do
Okay.
this, you will get this.
That's the 50%. Okay, so there's 100. I'll
Okay,
say there's a
again, I
90.
said majority.
But majority wasn't really forced. I'll say a part of them were forced. I say majority were people that were gullible and just ran and took it.
I don't matter.
Gullible, yes,
Well,
they
we
all
can
believed
agree.
everything on the CDC. They never took anything into precaution like we did. We were there like guessing and checking it, like saying we were there like, okay, so you're saying like it's like
Most people did this
we
because they
waited
want to
out.
travel. If they couldn't, they can't travel. So they want to do this. That's forcing. That's where you we some this is what you call in the court of law um under
Hold on, I plead the
duress.
fifth.
No, they were under duress. When you're under duress, you're not doing it on your own, but because you were held against your will in doing it. Most people they want to go to the club, the livelihood will be taken away from them. So because they want to go out,
Gullible. For the simple fact reason, I wanted to go out. I wanted to go out too.
and you didn't take it.
I didn't take it because I knew what was behind it. I picked myself up and just went to a different state.
But that's because
Because I had my head on my head. So even though they were trying to duress me, I
was
added
it
up the
your
facts.
I think I think it's because you were under stronger duress why you didn't give in. Because your both parents took it. I think the duress on my end
It
was
wasn't
what
really
make
good
you.
duress. It was my own duress. Because if I had the money and I needed to go to
And let me
UK,
correct when I said the duress because I think it was because of more of my
it really
influence and
wasn't. It
stuff.
really
But
wasn't.
okay.
It really wasn't. I have my own body and I have my own mind. I don't know why you think this is a party of two. I could be my party of one and you could be your own party of one. Like you said, you don't want us to be piggybacking off of stuff.
Well, that's no. I have no issues with what you're saying.
Right.
What but for as I was saying, most I think majority we can say majority of the world was
Tricked, fooled,
forced,
forced,
scared because the first thing they
scared.
did, they one
Mm-hmm.
okay, one is to scare somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You get them scared. It's easy for you to lead them to the stray.
Ehe, sheeple terminology that y'all know with gadgets. A certain company releases a phone each and every year, and the sheeple of this company will buy it. So there was sheeple with this vaccine. They heard it. They didn't even think about, oh, it was made within a month. It was made within 3 months. Can we really try it? Should we really try it? Wait, they're saying that there's difference between distances and how to catch it, and oh, we lied to you about wearing a mask. There's too much stuff that isn't being checked and balanced out right. I'm not taking it. I'm sorry. Once I heard them say they lied to us about the mask part, I was like, yeah, bye. I signed out again. I wrote my name in the fanciest penmanship I could, and I put signs out. Period.
So as we continue our topic, we're talking about the importance of health, and my co-host was Mr. Ramirez was giving his input.
Health is important, but don't be a sheep or gullible to it or tricked into it.
And when you say a sheep wolf, what that mean?
A sheeple.
A sheep.
Sheeple. A
Oh,
certain company
oh.
releases a gadget each and every year. Because they like the gadget so much, they don't question anything about it. They keep buying it and following everybody and buying it and buying it and buying it. These are called sheeple. Whatever one person is doing, they have a whole horde of sheep, but sheeple, because we're people following all around them, just doing like the sheep. Wherever they see grass, they always go. So because this is a certain product by a certain brand,
Mhm.
we're just gonna keep buying it from them. That's the business. That's the business like buying point of view. Now, with the vaccine, how I'm saying that their sheeple is basically the CDC is the brand of the company. Oh shit.
You
The
can say the
that
you can
the
say the
world whole the
CDC.
CDC is basically the brand, the company selling something. They're not really selling something, but they're putting out there like, if you get this vaccine, you won't get it no more. You'll be good. They're saying these things that everybody wants. So once one person gets it, then everybody starts flocking around and going around it, and it's like the sheep with the grass. They're eating it, they're taking it. They know they need it, so they just have this mentality. Okay, we're gonna get everybody, we're gonna hurt together. We're gonna keep it going. You get what I'm saying? A little bit.
Yeah, makes sense. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. If you're just joining in, you're tuning into OBC Radio.
Mhm. Mhm.
And
Mhm.
we're discussing today the importance of health. Do we really take care of our health? Do we really, are
I
we
f-
really doing the things that we're supposed to do?
that's a question I asked in the gym. Why are you
Um,
here?
well, that's
Because
and
are you here getting your body nice for yourself? Are you doing it because you're jealous of somebody or because you're envying that person? Why are you really in the gym?
I believe we should more,
Mm-hmm.
just like it's so funny because more they had issued and mandate certain things, but people been dying from hypertension for years. Um,
This
bad liver, bad heart.
they're discriminatory.
They
They're
haven't been
ugh.
mandating fast food that's causing these things. Mandate blacks making soda. They haven't been mandating these things. They put them out and they advertise them more and more for us to eat them. I've never
I feel
hear
like
anyone said, "Oh, this CD4 said, okay, what we should do is start getting everyone up and start exercising. Let's exercise and build our lungs. Let's do this." No, stay in. Everything
I
that they have said,
really
stay in, sit down, eat, get fat.
I feel like with the whole CDC thing, I think it's making us a bit more prejudiced and a bit more like discriminatory to each other because there's a big group of people saying, I don't want to talk to you or date you because you're vaccinated.
Or
And
you're
there's a
not
lot of
vax.
people saying the reverse part.
No,
I can't talk to you or date you or do anything with you because you're not vaccinated. What I find to be real funny is when we were all listening
I
to the
don't think you find
news,
people saying they're not dating you because you're vax. I think it's more of the vax
because you're
saying they're not. Yes,
unvaccinated.
I think it's
But there
more
is
of
a small group of people that are saying, I will not talk to you if you're vaccinated. There's people like that out there. It's very small.
well, I don't. I've never heard it.
Mm-hmm.
You always assume.
I'm not.
What you saying? I've
One
done it.
percenter. So if there's 1%, there's more like you. Mm-hmm.
I've
Remember
never. T-
that.
I've never tell anyone.
Hey, if you get the
Oh,
vaccine, what happens?
oh,
I'm
and that's
crying.
what I'm saying. Duress.
Underneath what
Because I figured
duress?
that I think you would have gotten it.
I really wouldn't. You just said
Some of
certain
the
things, so
time
now
you
I
were
gotta
just
use my.
getting
I'm a
paranoid and talking
lawyer.
so much about it. I know when you talk about something, it's like you're trying to
Not really.
tame, calm me down into it, lead me to
Not
it.
really, honey love. I wanted to go to Miami. Why are we still not in Miami?
Anyway, back to the topic at hand. We're speaking about importance of health, which has nothing to do with Miami.
Yes, it does. Okay, now when you're in certain areas, you have an abundance to more healthier options, to be more fit. There's more programs in place for that, you know? When you're in certain reachable, accessible places at hand. So we keep going down this road path. You know
But
what?
the more reachable access thing, you life is worth a living, and wherever you are in the world, you can make things accessible
I
to
feel
you.
like there's more unhealthy people in the suburbs compared to the city.
I've
Because
seen a
everybody has to
video.
drive and everybody's like going to fast food, like drive in, drive out. So I feel like it's a bit more unhealthier down here, but I'll say to lose weight, it's a bit better because there's nothing else but jogging and cycling. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, you drive everywhere and you're lazy to walk, and that will like that's the negative to make you gain weight. But at the same time, if you were in the city, you see people running on the block. Well, out of the city, we have all this land that a bunch of people will love to run. We see a handful of people running. We see a handful of people on their little scooters, their little, like what are those roller skates? Yeah, and
Hmm.
and bikes. So it's like if you
And
really, if you
skateboards.
took your head out of the mentality of oh, it's just about the car, it's just about the quick fast food places to
Ride
eat.
bicycle at some
You
time.
can go for a walk. You could jog around your little
Not just
block, like
not just thinking
the blocks
riding a
are like
bike. Not just thinking riding a bike is for poor people.
or thinking about riding the bike to make yourself be funky and all that just for other things. Well, a lot of people just go to the gym for certain things. And they still be talking about vaccinated and all that up in there. They don't want to see me up
Well,
in the gym. Mm-mm.
well, it's important to. I think. Instead of, well, I'm not saying, I'm not here to make a disclaimer that people should not go to the hospital, but I mean, with what going on with you, doctor, so who wants to really
Can you really
be
blame
there?
them?
But
I can type
people should
understand
start doing a
it.
lot more exercise. Start taking care of your body. Start exercising a lot more. Enjoying life, going out. It's so funny because there are so many healthy things that we have in our life and stuff that we should be giving thanks for, but we just quickly look over them and being ungrateful, showing no form of like gratitude towards the stuff that I've seen a video with a gentleman. He has no arms. He has his 2 feet, no arms. Not even the little thing to come out on the side. Nothing.
Hmm.
Just shoulder. And that man work. You should see him take up a hoe and put it underneath his and swing that hoe, plow, weed out this lawn, weed out the grass, plow up the earth, plant food. We took up go around and take up wood with like huge plank of wood with just here, and people that sitting down have hands and legs and in a soul mind just sitting down panhandling and begging.
And y'all can't even use your hands right. I'm trying to use my feet to eat. I would love to know how to put a fork between my feet and be like, hmm.
Too often I see people come up on Instagram with the cash app, cash app, cash app. Oh, me not entertain for the cash app. Like, it's panhandling. Might as well you go out in the street and just start begging. It's the same thing you're doing, it's just doing it digitally.
Oh my god,
I've
there's
seen
digital
these
homeless
guys,
people.
the gentleman, no harm, no arm. And he's taking up logs and packing them up, tossing them on each other. Take off his shirt, take up a corn, put it under his neck and eat it with the corn. I was like, it was so astonishing to watch and see these things. And it's like, it looked me back like, for instance, a Derek Morgan. People need to, it's like we get in an era where we realize, oh, begging is so easy. And sometimes, and you know what is so funny? Oftentimes people come out here and ask for stuff and they really need the assistance. And they get the assistance, but then they start taking advantage of the assistance that they've received. Because instead of turning around and do something with the assistance that they've get, they start make it a job, begging a job. And they find all different excuses and make up stories. Some
Mm-hmm.
of you, the time you're out there begging, the amount of money you get, the thousands of dollars you receive out there, you could have better your life. You could have started afresh. But no,
Mm-hmm.
when you realize starting afresh, you gotta work, you're gonna be on your own. No, better me sit down and beg and make up story. It's also unhealthy.
Oh no, they just took up the new job. Took up a new job description. See, deceiver.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's like they become professional beggars, professional liars.
I feel like whenever somebody has like a voice where they want, like, you know those people that just come out you with that like sorry sound voice. I just look at them like,
Hey girl, what's up?
"Can I help
Shout
you?
out to Colorado.
Hi."
It's like what are we doing? We need to stop neglect certain things. Stop neglecting. Go and get your checkup. You know that something is not right with your body, and we sit down there at times and we like procrastinate. Oh, tomorrow. Um, If you're not even making the move to go there, then start doing something progressive with your health. Go for a
Right.
walk, jogging.
They be professional beggars to a
Jogging
real.
is
Mm-mm.
so good for you. Jogging is it's very good
Running is even better.
because it is either friend from your brain. You're upset, you're in a bad mood. Go out for a walk. We're coming up to the first half of our live podcast. You're tuning in. If you're listening to the sound of my voice, whether on social media, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, or on the World Wide Web, obcradio.com, or if you're listening on our app, the Google App Store, Samsung App Store, or Alexa, we just want to say we appreciate you. We have come to our second half. And as you know, we got to give our sponsor.
At Olanquin Fashion Boutique, we believe that being stylish doesn't have to be hard. That's why we're committed to providing hassle-free shopping to fashionistas around the world. We offer a wide selection of premium men's, women's and children's wear, and accessories like shoes, bags and tights. Best of all, we'll ship all items directly to your door in just a few clicks. And we believe in giving back to the community. That is why we give 10% of our monthly revenue to Feed the Kids Foundation, so you can shop and make a difference. Visit olanquanfashionboutique.com to get started.
And you know, OBC Radio, we're back. We're gonna play Boom by Latina, our recording artist. Jamaican artist resides in Switzerland. The name is spelled Lateena. She and Kiki did this song, and the song is titled Boom, Boom. We're asking you to stream it on all platforms, YouTube. It's wherever music is available. 150 platforms. Shazam. We're on. We're available on. The song is available on 150 platforms: YouTube, Instagram, Shazam, Pandora, Spotify. The name is spelled Lateena. The song titled Boom. Listen up. Radio. Her name is Latina. Spell Lateena. The song is titled Boom. Spell Boom. We over here booming up with all Instagram followers.
Hey, man, let me tell you a secret. tell you a secret.
Her name is Latina.
Hey boy, let me tell you.
Music available at 150 platform.
Me mouth.
It's OBC Radio.
And you like it? Got it. Yeah, I'm the right fit. You said my kitty right it, other nice fit. You said my kitty right it, other nice fit. My kitty hot, come finger me. Chop up my kitty like a beef patty.
To the fight, no tricks. OBC Radio, now ramp with the tricks. Now.
The best radio station for all your hit songs and new podcasts. And make sure you follow us on social media platforms. OBC Radio.
Yes, you're back again at the sound of my voice, Dr. Jermaine Gordon, and my co-host. And we're here discussing the topic today, importance of health. A lot of us neglect opportunities we get when, but put it this way, we have our body, we live inside our body. No one is going to know our body the way we do. Notice even when you go to the doctor got to sit you down and ask you questions. What's going on, how you're feeling, and then he summarizes from what he know and what you're telling him. And if you pay close attention, we'll go to the doctors in pain, severe pain. And once we do that talk, that little sit down and chat with the doctor, before we get the medication, the pain disappear. All a mind thing.